You're listening to Almost Famous with Jim Francis Meza, only on LA Talk Radio.
Guys, welcome back to another show of Almost Famous with yours truly, Jim Francis Meza. If you haven't already, vote for me for mayor, right? Honorary mayor, that is. I don't know what city just yet, but I am a mayor, right? It's a joke. So lately it's been a little bit of a struggle. I have mom in the hospital, so anyone that has send good prayers and good vibes, please my way. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. And I am very, very delighted because this evening we have a prestigious personality here who is an entrepreneur. She's an actress. She's a producer. She basically can do just about anything and everything in the industry. She's a host of a popular show. So she might be taking my job away, you guys.
No.
Let's hope not. Let's give it up for the one and only Leila Giancalini.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, so sweet.
I hope I didn't butcher your last name. I told
you said right my last name.
Giancalini. My wife's also Italian, the Spanos. And so, yeah, it's fantastic to have you here. Finally, it happened.
Thank you.
I was trying to go to, because I know you have such an illustrious, background in Hollywood. You've done quite a bit, and it's pretty extensive for your short time. It's like you're young, and you're like wise beyond your years. I want to talk about, we're going to delve into a lot of things. Lately we're voting. If you guys haven't voted already, vote, right? There's a lot of initiatives that are happening, and there's obviously, we need to vote in a new president. So make sure you guys go out there and vote.
That's spicy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my! I really want to talk about that. Actually, last week, working and writing a movie, and the director get really mad because I say, when I want who's win, if I say in Spanish, going to laugh. I say, quiero que peluca gane. He gets so mad at me. He's insulting me.
Really?
And I was like, oh my gosh, people really get it in the nerves about the politics. It should never be like that because, first of all, we can never manage what's happening right now with the politics. We know they're going to do whatever they want, and we are just puppets.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about politics, but that's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth.
So why you want to fight?
Yeah.
Let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah. All right. So you hail from Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Evita Perón. So it's quite it's fantastic. And you came here. Let's talk about your story. Let's backtrack all the way to when you started. In Argentina, did you always have dreams like where someday you're going to find yourself in the exact place you're in, sitting here with Mr. Jim Francis and all?
No, honestly, I was never think I was going to live in U.S. or I was going to work on TV or going to have a talent agency.
Right.
I only want to travel. I even, you're not going to believe that, but when I was, I think 19 or 20, I want to travel, and my mom didn't let me live in other countries. So I said, okay, I'm going to be a nun, and I'm going to be 360 days traveling and helping people just because I want to travel.
Like Mother Teresa.
I know. She didn't let me anyway. Right. So I studied business tourist to put a tourist agency. And
fantastic.
That's because I just want to travel. I love to travel. So that's what I did.
How many countries have you traveled to?
Oh, I don't even know. But I think 38 countries total.
38.
Yeah.
Hey, well, who has the best tacos besides Mexico?
When Leila doesn't eat tacos.
Oh,
but quesadillas. I like the quesadillas. I like the quesadillas.
Okay, you get.
I like the cheese. I like cheese. I like cheese.
You get a pass. All right, you like the cheese. But So, and I mean, needless to say, you've been to 38 countries. You've experienced the world quite a bit. I mean, of all the 38 countries, which is the ones that kind of stood out the most that you really, really enjoyed?
Oh my gosh. I love Saint-Tropez and France. I was going for like 6 years in a row vacations. I love it because everybody have fun, and I don't know, the quality life is so amazing, and
Right.
I don't know, the whole vibe in France and South of France. I love it. Now, Paris is a different story, but it's so many countries. Every country has their own secret and their own fascinated. Like, if you go to Greece, it's amazing. If you go to Thailand, it's amazing, super fun. If you go to Mexico, they treat you like a king when you go to Mexico, right? Sure. Like if you go to, I don't know, Cabo or Tulum or Puerto Vallarta is my favorite. I mean, I've been in so many, but it's so hard to say one country is good because every country has something special. Dubai. I mean, I don't know. Wow. It's Croatia. I love Croatia.
I hear good things about that place. Dubai. I had a friend that spent a good amount of time in Dubai, and they say that everything is pretty expensive over there. Yeah, you said that.
I think
it's all relative, right? It depends.
I think Dubai is expensive. Was coming be about if you want to go to the 7-star hotels and do the luxury spa. Okay. But let me tell you, if you go a little bit outside, it's cheaper than here.
So is there like an East LA? Would you say like a little
Yeah. Actually, you go to outside, where the luxurious area. It looks like Vegas, but more luxury. That's what Dubai it is. You go outside a little bit, like 20, 30 minutes down or 40 minutes actually, just to buy jewelry, just like downtown LA. Right, that's like what everybody does. Everybody goes to buy jewelry because it's
like the fake watches. I bought like 3 Rolex watches the last time I was in New York. They had the fake ones. They pull you into the alleys. Like, oh, yeah, my man. And then they show you like the different watches. I bought like 3 of them, and they had like they were pretty authentic looking, by the way. I mean, they really down to everything. The exception that obviously the hands, they don't keep going in circles. It'll just kind of like a cheap, like this watch, for example. This was a JCPenney watch I took from the guy down the street.
You're so funny. Are you a comedian or TV host?
I don't know. Gee, I'm trying to get it together here, and I can't. No, you know what? And then I sold them. I sold them here. I sold them to my friend for like $50. Ha, sucker! No, just kidding. I didn't. I ended up just giving them away. But those are really cool. I got them for like $15, and so they have a hood of sorts where they sell jewelry and things of that nature in Dubai. I didn't know that. This is the first time I hear this.
The thing is, in Dubai, I don't know if you know about this, but Dubai is everybody who have free taxes. You don't pay taxes and you go to Dubai. That's why you have the richest people in the world in Dubai. Beautiful. And you know how you know who is the richest people in the world in Dubai?
How?
You know how? By
they're friends with Leila.
No, the license plate.
Okay.
So they have a number, and depends the number is how much money you have.
Holy mother of God, really?
Yeah. Wow. So some people buy the license plate to say, hey, I have money.
It says Dubai.
Dubai. That's funny. So that's interesting. Every time you go different countries, you learn so many things. But it's super safe. You can leave your phone in the ground, come back in 3 weeks, and it's still there.
Wow.
Super safe.
It's kind of like here, like in South Central LA.
Yeah, and you was to say that. I mean, LA is pretty safe. But like everything else, they have places are dangerous,
Yeah, it depends though. Like, it depends danger. Like, have you ever been in a predicament where you felt like your life was threatened here in LA? You felt like unsafe, perhaps, like maybe at a nightclub?
Yeah. I done in Compton.
Compton?
Yeah.
I
was shooting a music video and I get lost.
Okay, nice.
So I just feel a little bit, but nothing happens to me. It was just more mentally.
Yeah.
But it never happens nothing to me. Honestly, for me, US is super safe.
Yeah.
They don't know in other countries what is the reality.
Really?
So I feel like US is like, it's so good. Yeah, I go to Brazil and the favela, and then you tell me, then you're going to laugh about it. US
Really?
is so safe. I mean, it's like everything else, you have like dangerous part, but as soon as you don't bother anybody, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's most definitely the truth. If you
It's about codes, right?
Yeah, you have to switch a code. Like if I go to company, like, yo, what's up? How you doing, my brother? But then you come here and it's like different. It sounds. Then you go to East LA and then.
I mean, I think if you treat people nice, nothing happens to you because, I say, I wasn't working Dash Radio for so long, for 8 years.
Yeah.
And we have people from everywhere, like rappers. They was in jail and they tell these stories, and everybody was super nice. I never have no one problem. Everybody was seriously super nice, and they tell the crazy stories.
Yeah,
they don't do anything to you. I think it's depends how you treat them.
Right. At the end of the day, it's how you treat. If you treat people with kindness, respect, you get the same thing you put out. You get back in large amounts, tenfold. You know what? It's funny because I remember when Dash was on another street adjacent to the freeway, to the 101 freeway. You remember? Now it's a big marijuana dispensary.
No.
Yeah, I went there. I went to Dash once with a couple of clients. Remember that?
Cahuenga.
Yeah, Cahuenga.
I used to be there at Cahuenga and before Hollywood and Utah.
Right.
And then they switched us to Hollywood
Boulevard.
Yeah, that was the last one. But right now they're changing the owners.
So it's a big old mess.
Let's put it that way.
So many words.
I don't know. Okay. I love that. I have such a good experience. Everybody was so amazing, so much fun. Like, I mean, I love them. Everything is great. Just, like everything else, things change. You can't have everything the same forever.
Everything's evolving. Either you move forward or you go backwards. You don't stay put, right?
Yeah, it's okay. You have your timing. It was great, and you move forward.
You bow out gracefully and say adios, amigos. Okay, let's talk about you arriving in the U.S. and then overnight creating this empire you have.
Oh my God.
Everyone wants to hear all 1.2 billion people that watch us.
Oh,
want
nice.
to know. Wow. Being humble about it.
So funny.
How do you where did you start? Or, knocking the doors or what? Like old school?
First I came and studied English.
Okay.
I think I told this story 1,000 of times, but I came and studied English, and then they hired me for a job. It didn't work out. And then I decided to go back to school for English. And one day my brain comes and say, oh, I'm going to put a talent agency. People need ethnicities and new faces because everything is either Caucasian or Afro-American. So I put the sex appeal of Latinos and mixed with other cultures,
Right.
And I was successful. I mean, I was so lucky that I knew people in Tecate Beer. I don't know if I can say names, but one thing takes me that one. They hired me my first models for events, 16th of September, Mexicans
Independence Day.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so
awesome.
So it was amazing because they recommend me with other people, and I started going conventions. Honestly, I built my agency in convention centers. They hired me models in the convention, and I realized, oh my gosh, there's thousands of booths. So I go one per one, and I give my business card, and I get a lot of clients, and my agency blew up.
Awesome. It blew up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now tell us how you really did it.
That's how I really did it. I know. I did it one by one, and nobody gave me anything in this country. I did it all my own. Okay?
All by yourself.
All myself.
That's quite impressive.
No sugar daddies.
No sugar daddies. Hey, what's wrong with the sugar daddy?
Nothing. I'm just joking. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. If people does have it, great.
Yeah, they do. They do. So you start from your humble beginnings, and then it just kind of flourishes and it blossoms into what's become pretty big overnight. And then and then what? You get into acting yourself. How do you get into all these roles you have?
Oh, because when I have a meetings with clients, they say, "Well, why not acting?" I'm like, I don't know. And so they offer me a movie, Simon movie, I remember, and it was from nowhere. Hey, you want to do the role for the nurse? I'm like, sure. So then from there, I go to the next one and hire me here, there, and I started doing theater, and I really learned how to act in theater.
Yeah, you learn a lot to be on the boards. You learn a lot.
Yeah, so here. And then the Spanish TV shows hires me, and then they hire me from the TV show Hollywood Life. I know one thing to the next one.
To the next, yeah.
And the funny part is they always hire me in movies as a TV host, but I wasn't never the best TV host. But I know I can be the best TV host, I guess. So I was like, this is like a joke. Me and my girlfriend tell me, who give a show to Layla with that English?
It's called Hollywood Magic, you guys. So let's talk about, you got Sangre Negra, The Extra, Opus of Angel, Captured, Euro Club, Sin Vergüenza, which means shameless.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I remember that movie.
Yeah, My Hollywood Dreams, Sucks, Small Dogs, Mansions of Blood, The Other Half, Confessions of a Womanizer, Cage Fight, Once Upon a Fight, and I believe you have a recent one with our boy, Mr. Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's so many movies I done. They're not
are not here yet. Yeah.
Well, it's just because sometimes the credits are, they don't put right your name and or they put the character of your name. Not every company put it.
And stuff.
Oh, sure. Like I work in Scary 5 and I never saw my credits and think.
Wow, that's amazing.
So but yeah, I worked with Paul Rodriguez. He was funny.
He's funny as fuck.
He's funny. And then I did the show. What was the name? Actor Just Like Us. It's kind of like a documentary. And I'm one of the main people there. Is all actors used to be like a Baywatch and people.
Oh yeah, like Sharknado.
Yeah, so we all, everybody represents different TV shows and
oh wow, so cool.
it was cool because it was conversations and the dinner.
Yeah,
so it's cool. That is coming out is for the film festivals right now. So
it's doing the circuit.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man.
It's good because it's a good. Everybody is known people and that's all days.
yeah. And then it's like, so there's some nostalgia. Like you think about, oh my God, I remember that guy in the show or that girl in the show. That is so much fun.
True. That's so true that you're younger. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Yeah, that's so great. And so with Paul Rodriguez, you worked on several films, right? You worked a couple films.
With Paul, I only did one. This movie with him, and then I interviewed him in my show.
What's the name of the movie? Hush Money?
Cash Money.
Cash Money, guys. Let's look out for that film. I can hardly wait. What's the story behind it? What's the backstory to this?
The story is that Paul Rodriguez get out the shell, and he got to make money. So he finds different ways how to make money. So I'm one day his girlfriends, and the thing, but he did, and I was working in the show. Girlfriend, like the typical, you work in the show, you sleep with skin, you pay your money. So it's funny, but he's everything is besides. He does the shows in the church, kind of showing you how behind how church make money. So it's a little bit politics, a little bit depends how you see it. It's funny, you have to see it.
Right. So it just depends, like what your takeaway.
It depends how you want to see the movie. You can see in the way it's like, oh, this is real, or you can see it like, oh, it's hilarious. What a crazy idea. Or maybe people do that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, there's people that make businesses out of like churches that preach, fake like philosophies, and they tell you that they can heal you and that kind of thing. And a lot of times they make their money, and that's how they make their mega church. for example, the mega churches, nothing against mega churches, but a lot of the people, you have to sort of fit into their bracket, like a certain, like money that you make. So financially, you have to be pretty set. If you don't have a certain, your finances are not up to par with what they need, basically, you don't come to the mega church. So when they get their tithing, their 10%, that's a lot of money. And so these people will tell you anything you want to feel, tickle your ears with their language and their information, but they're making ching. But back at when it's a business, right?
I feel like every person need to learn on their own what's right in life. Right. Meaning when you hurt somebody, you're not doing something right. Yeah. So if you don't learn in this life, maybe you learn the next one. Yeah. But it's not your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. It's their responsibility. Yeah. So God bless them.
Amen to that. Yeah, you got to be truthful in life. At the end of the day, karma's real. God's watching you. So whatever you do the water, you do yourself. After all, that's what they say. The old adage, because people drink of their own water.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I want to know, I'm interested in also, like, did you have the kind of, like, your parents now, do they, or your family, do they enjoy watching you? Like when they watch you on TV, they say, that's our girl, oh my God, she made it. She made it really big. Like are you?
My mom passed away a year and a half ago, but she was the biggest support of me. Like I can do anything, she will be like, yes. she was, my grandma is now in US with me, and she comes visiting me back and forth, and she is loving it. I bring her and I show her what I do, and she's excited. And anybody comes, my family to US to see me, they love it. They're fascinated.
Yeah. You have a fascinating story. You really do. It's a great story, like almost from rags to riches kind of thing. It doesn't often happen. So it's, I think all the stars were lined up. It was meant to be for you to be exactly where you're at now. Because a lot of people would try different doors, and then it won't happen for them, and maybe even a lifetime down the road, which eventually it does happen if you keep at it long enough. However, there's folks that right at the beginning, they have this almost a flash in the pan kind of situation where, like, for example, the actor, I'm trying to say, like, Crazy Beautiful, there's this actor, he's in Hawaii, what is it, 5-0, and Jay Hernandez. Okay. He was in an elevator, and somebody gave him a card, handed him over a card, and the next thing you know, he says, you got movie stars looks, boy. And then he became a movie star. Look at him now. You know what I mean? Like, he's been doing a lot of cool stuff. So it's really interesting to see the way that sort of a machine works. Sometimes when it's meant to be for you, it's meant to be. Do you think, we were talking about earlier about how things are changing in the industry?
Oh, big time. I mean, everything. Like, COVID makes a huge change, impact in life, not in a good way. I mean, maybe some people was benefit. Maybe I know some people was benefit in business, but in the big picture, I will say 80% it wasn't. And I wonder then.
I was doing a podcast in my closet. It's a true story. I was sweating like a pig. My wife. Listen, here's what happened. We had a one bedroom in Woodland Hills. I cannot. Tell you this. I cannot tell this story enough. I've told so many people this. You're full of shit, Jimmy. I'm like, no, swear to God. God's my witness. I was in a closet sweating profusely, talking to actors and celebrities. And then sometimes, because it was audio only, this is the Juicy Divas Confessions of a Limo Driver. It's one of my first podcasts I did back in 2020. I forget who I had. It doesn't matter the name, but somebody I had on there, and they're like, hey, are you okay? You sound like you're hyperventilating. I am, dude. It's just that I went for a jog earlier. It wasn't true. I was in the closet, right? And then doing my podcast out of the closet. True story, because my wife was working out of Zoom, and then my son was working out of Zoom as well. So everybody's Zooming, and I'm over here in the middle. Yeah. So you were telling me, can you reiterate what you just finished saying? Because because I think I lost you there for a split second. There was this one gentleman who tells me, dude, you sound like you're in a crawl space. Like you're under the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, were you under the house or something? You might as well be, right?
I think that changed a lot of people's life this Zoom, because now a lot of people do things in a different ways.
Sure do, yeah. Zoom, for example, everyone and their mom did Zoom. I mean, you could be anywhere. You could be behind the bars. And I hear, I don't know, firsthand, not yet, but behind bars and do a Zoom. People be Zooming for films, right? We all had a shot at that. Auditions were now all Zoom. Wait in the green room, which you were waiting on the side, like a little side room that they had you on, right? They're ready for you. Yeah. And then, bloop, you appear and you do your thing. And it was just so practical. It's practical, right?
It is practical, yeah. I'm not a Zoom person, but yes, it is.
Yeah, well, we do StreamYard here
nice.
at LA Talk Radio. But I also want to know, like, how did you become, like, were you doing your Hollywood Live?
Oh, yeah, the Hollywood Live for 10 years. They hired me in the channel in San Bernardino. Mm-hmm. The owner buy from other company. Yeah. So we used the studios over there.
San Bernardino?
Yeah, but it was coming from other places. Just we shoot there. Oh, yeah. So, but it was great because I really learned how to host over there. Yeah. I wasn't good, let me tell you, but I learned and
trial and error.
And because my business and I had so many access to all this boxing and anything you can imagine, because I work with the sponsors. So I have access to any type of celebrities, being in the sport, being in the movie industry. So it always was a big access for me to interview people because it's easy for me. So yeah, that's what I create my own. And then they stopped hiring me because they sold the show. I don't know what happens, but anyways, but I continue on my own. I asked them, hey, can I continue? Yeah. So it's good because I build my name doing the interviews.
It's a brand that you have.
Yeah. People know you more, and everything comes together because you interview people, you give it publicity, and the same people. Oh, do you want to work as an actor, or if it's a celebrity? Hey, you mind if I call you for this? No, cool. So and then I work in production, so everything comes together. It's kind of like a combo, no? Like when you go McDonald's combo, same thing. So everything is like, oh, cool, So
I love it. It's great. It's fascinating because we each have like our own stories as far as like how do we start interviewing people. I started years ago doing it just as a mere prank. Like
nice.
I started pranking my uncles at home, and I had a camcorder. My uncle's camcorder is like a huge
You're
box.
like, I'm good in this.
And then I said, oh my God, I had to get hired, but they had to act in the theater, and then years later, full circle, now with the podcast and the radio. Now I'm doing interviews. Now we're interviewing each other here.
No, I love it. I love it.
Now tell me about your 4 languages. You speak 4 languages. Wow.
Well, in other countries it's normal to speak more language. I speak English.
I noticed that.
English was the biggest challenge for me to learn. I was thinking I'm never going to learn English. That's what I came to US. It was super hard. I speak Portuguese and Italian, just a family Italian, not a school Italian. So I don't know how to write. But English was, wow, it was so hard for me.
Really?
Oof.
Especially the bad words like, fuck off, motherfucker.
I don't say bad words in any language. Not even.
That's French.
No, oh yeah. Yeah, I don't say bad words.
Yeah, excuse my French, guys.
Yeah.
So, you have quite an ability. I mean, I guess, like you said, it's very true because I know folks that in other countries that tend to know 3 or 4 languages, and it's rather common, right? It's a common.
Yeah, and I think in Europe it's normal because there's so many countries as neighbors, right? They have to. It's you have to. It's a
It's
business.
a necessity.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can get hired and make more money if you know language. In Argentina, it's because people come from different countries, and then the Portuguese is the Mercosur. We have the limited with Brazil and the tourists. So you, it's normal that you study language. Why not?
Right.
You know. So yeah,
there's an advantage to knowing a lot of languages.
Yeah, especially when you're traveling, it really helps.
It helps, right?
Oh, yes, a lot.
You don't get lost or anything. Like you just know
No,
your
you
way
get
around
lost.
it.
You get lost for real. I'm just kidding. I get lost. And you don't want to try with me. I get lost.
I think that it's true in in so many ways, but like what are some of the challenges that you find in the industry these days, more so than ever, because things are
Okay, so it's a lot of challenge right now. Well, we don't have the TV anymore like we used to have.
the channels,
You know, so I miss that because I was 10 years in the channel working in TV shows. So I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. So I think it doesn't, yeah, you don't have that anymore. And then the movie industry, it changed a lot. I mean, it's more opportunities and different help because there's so many films there that you can create your movies and all that. But it's not the same money anymore for anything. Commercials is out, because the TV is out. So now commercials is not there anymore.
They're leveling the playing field now for most people. So in some respects, it's better than it used to be in that more people have opportunity, like you said. But it's probably a lot less money in so many ways. And then also, too, the age of AI, like now a lot of...
I don't think it's more opportunities, to be honest. Okay. I think maybe it opened up a new platform for influencers that wasn't there before.
Interesting, that's true.
But at the same time, I feel like we're losing talent because people just post and they don't do an acting stuff. I'm a talent agency. I'm looking all day long for actors, and they don't have talent.
Look no more.
No, I hire you now. But I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm just saying like because we're losing things, And this day, talking about my son, in the computer doesn't even need to write. The computer does everything. You talk, so kids doesn't even learn to writing, type, doing anything because the internet. So we're losing a lot of things, but it make it easier. What happens if you lose the internet? You don't know how to use anything.
God, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Bite your tongue.
How are you going to? No, I'm
no, it's
seriously
so
like you get a book.
Yeah.
You can read the book. Right. So, I mean.
But people are reading more these days because everyone texts and emails. You shoot off all kinds of emails and you get emails and auditions.
Are you sure about that? Because I think the AI writes everything right now. I put 2 sentences. Write me a biography to this person with these 3 qualities.
Really? So,
I don't know if people. I don't know about that.
I have ADHD, so I don't really read a whole lot these days anymore. I used to back when I was younger, some time ago. I find that you're right in regards to when it comes to that thing. Like a lot less talent is being showcased and everything because everything is mass produced. Everything is quickly and uploaded into the TikTok platforms. And so everyone wants like that instant gratification. You want to see something quickly, and so you don't get to showcase long form.
3 minutes is the attention of the people these days.
I got a minute, maybe.
True, you're getting less and less. You're right. Yeah, because when you see the videos, 3 minutes is too long. Wow. You're right about that.
Yeah. And so we're getting to a point where people are not consuming the way we used to consume media and movies and whatnot. People want like short form quick, right to the point thing. So in that sense, we are losing out on the quality of the craft, if you will, like how a person acts and things of that nature. I think we're moving more into the direction of snippets and short sound bites. I don't know.
But I think in the same time, I feel like if you want something to change, you have to be creative and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be someone that follows what you do. So like I started a year ago creating fashion shows because I want to create business and I want to promote my own clients and I want audience have something fun to do besides go and drink and do nothing. So I want people see fashion, people watch good show, listen good music.
Quality.
So quality, yeah. And now for the very young age, I'm talking about from the 35 and up to the 60, 70. People, they don't know what to do, and it's perfect. They go to the show. So I have people from all ages in my shows. And people loving it because they have something to do. They don't feel like, oh, if you don't get a table for $10,000, you're not gonna get in. Guess what? It's for free. My show, for free. But I mean, guest list, not like anybody can come.
So people can't play bridge anymore and Dungeons and Dragons at home.
No.
Go out to a real live show. Yeah, your events that you put on are fabulous. I haven't been able to because again, my apologies.
Sorry for text so much.
My show is always on Wednesday nights, but we're gonna have to
I do Sundays too.
Okay, so, no excuse kind of thing. Sundays. So I'm gonna bring out my dancing shoes and bring my wife with me, and we're gonna go check out your shows.
Yeah, I like people enjoy, like sit and enjoy and having a good time and good conversations and playing with other people because we're losing what is the contacts with other people,
We just finished talking about appliances, and it used to be like that people would talk to each other. Now it seems like everyone's praying at the table.
Yeah.
They're actually texting each other because they don't,
Exactly. So
that human quality, the
you have to change.
That's great.
And still the complaint and because I was really upset about it before, and being honest, I was very upset about OnlyFans and Instagram. Like, oh my gosh, these people taking all my business. I was really upset, right? And I said, you know what? Let's create something new. I'm going to make sure I get a business. I do things the way I want it, and I'm the main person in my own thing.
Love it.
No, it's always people for everything.
Remember, you want to do something right, you got to do it yourself.
Yes.
You got to do it yourself. Just go out there. Don't think. Just do. Just like acting, right? We just
do. That's why I do a lot of meditation, and I started doing like 3-4 years ago, and it changed my life because I start calm down and relax and start thinking and value myself and look at myself how many good things I know and I have, and I can do so much for what I have, and doesn't need to be a person that's millionaire. It just has to be your brain. When I say I have, means I have my brain, I have my body, and I can do anything because I'm alive. So if you think that way, you value so much yourself.
You're being mindful in that moment. You're mindful. You're in the moment.
Yeah.
I love it. And then things happen, right?
And you be close more to God because you be appreciation. You appreciate life. You appreciate everything. To get up in the morning and say, oh my gosh, I can breathe, I can walk, I can see, I can listen. What else? That's it. That's what I need. Yeah. If you hurt yourself, your finger all day, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do nothing about my finger. One finger.
I get a paper cut and I'm crying.
Yeah,
I go, I'll be fine, and then I go.
I know, this is me exactly. Yeah. So everything in your body, everything, we need it. And if you have all that, you're rich. You're a millionaire with yourself. You have to think like that. You have to be appreciation. If you don't, then work on yourself because when you start loving yourself in every level, that's it. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm genius. We all the same. We are stars in our own way. Different people shine in a different way. But we're all the same.
And we have a different journey.
Exactly.
To like people do the same.
Exactly.
Everyone has their own.
And God for me as a universe, I feel like I will never hurt anybody or talk bad about people because I'm hurting myself. So you start being more loving, more giving, more grateful, and if everybody thinks like that, a lot of people will start being happy because happiness is the key. Love is the key in life.
And you can't love anyone unless you love yourself first.
Exactly. But you really have to do it because we say that. I used to say that. And guess what? I wasn't. Really.
I love myself. When I see a cheeseburger or a Big Mac, I eat two.
Funny.
All right. On a personal note, Layla, like, what are some of your hobbies besides the obvious that you're meditating? What other things do you do? Do you work out? Do you drink tea or coffee in the morning?
In the morning, I drink coffee, and the rest of the day, tea all day.
Okay, so you
love tea.
So you start off with the coffee, and then what kind of tea do you like drinking?
Well, in Argentina, I don't know if you know that, from 4 to 5, you drink tea time, so merienda. So we had that in our culture. So every day I drink my tea time. But in the winter time, I drink tea all day. So I drink yerba mate.
That's the best thing ever, yeah.
I drink
that's the best.
Chai tea. I love chai tea. Yeah,
chai
I love
tea.
teas. I have so many type of tea in my house.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like caramel. Any of that ugly teas. No, I don't like it.
Camomile's good when I have cramps.
Like manzanilla, those weird teas. I don't like it, but I like the good taste.
You like the good stuff in life.
Oh yeah, I like pizza.
Do you like burgers at all?
No.
Do you like? You say you don't like tacos.
Do you notice I took it off the ham today when I eat the pizza? I don't like meat.
Do you like? Do you do vegetarian mostly?
I'm vegetarian my whole life when I was a little girl. So I mean, the only reason I don't eat meat is because I don't like the taste of animals. Mm-hmm. So if I eat chicken once in a while, it has to be a milanesa. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Something that I don't taste the meat, but I even feel bad for the animals, but that's a different topic. But yeah, I love vegetables and Italian. I grew up with Italian food, and that's what I eat, and that's what I cook.
Italian. Yeah,
Italian.
You're Italian. Your
I pastas, Italian. All type of pasta, pizza. That's my thing.
I like. What I gotta tell you, I think that I love tacos, and I tried vegetarian for a while. I did. I went for a whole day vegetarian. It was a long time. Listen to it was a lot. 3 vegetarian tacos.
Just a day? Okay.
Just a full day.
Good try.
Yeah.
At least you try.
So I decided I'm going to eat the things that eat the plants.
Oh my God.
So I like tongue. I like tongue tacos. And I enjoy there's great places, great eateries throughout LA.
Hey, it's okay. You eat what you want.
And I'm happy. You see, I'm very happy, as you can see, very, very happy. And if I'm happy, then I make others happy. And I also practice giving. Like if you, in some way, anytime you go somewhere, like, you go buy food and you see someone outside, I can't help myself. I like buy something. My girl will be like, oh, you're gonna give it? Yeah, I'm gonna give it away. And I'll give them something. I'll give the person, usually I said him, it could be a woman too, but typically it's a guy that'd be out there, and I'll buy him something to eat. Now I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm just trying to say, the more you give, the more you have. You know what I mean?
100%. Right? I believe in that. I help so with my fashion shows, I'm doing the name is Bambinos Foster Kids. So I give it 20% whatever I make. Sometimes I don't make anything, but I still give money. So I ask people for $5, and but it's funny because the way I use it, I wanna build foster kids for. I have a whole plan, but for now, because I don't have that revenue of the money to do that, I'm helping wherever who I can help. So right now we're helping with my girlfriend Tiffany, people what's the name from the war, I forgot the name.
Oh yeah.
Refugees. We're helping refugees.
That's cool.
Living from either Ukraine, Palestine or Israel. Just we help families. We don't care who is who. Just all these poor families they get off and they go to exit and they have nothing, and it's so sad. It's families with no food, nothing, no clothes, nothing,
Really?
nothing. So yeah,
We'll
so
help out. If you need anything, I promise you, I'll take the shirt off my back to help somebody. I believe in helping those families.
Yeah, so anything, like even if it's $20, $50, is better than nothing, because with that $20, they can feed for 2-3 days over there, because it's cheaper over there.
Yeah.
So you have no idea how much you can help people with little money. It's amazing.
It goes a long way. Any bit counts. Any little counts, and definitely, we gotta follow you and give back, and for sure.
But if you have to feel it, like don't do anything because you feel obligated, because you understand it's others that need more than you.
Right. Because people might find themselves in a tough spot where, like, oh, you got like you got fired from one job, or maybe two jobs, maybe all the jobs, and you still have a roof over your head. If you're in America, the average person's gonna have a roof over their head, especially in California, right?
Yeah,
everyone gets taken care of. So we do have more than the folks
anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? You should find it in your heart to be a philanthropist. Sometimes I'll go online. I'm not too hard, but here's an idea, guys. Go online and go and, so this is how the GoFundMe page. I give $5 random. My girl's like, I gave $10 to this man. If I see him on TV, I'm like bawling. Like the little boy with autism who somebody pushed because he accidentally yanked something off a Mercedes Benz or something in the valley. And then these people, that whole thing, nobody knows, but it was like a blessing in disguise. Not the fact that he smacked the kid, but the fact that through this whole ordeal, they got to find out in what kind of bad shape these people were living in. They were living out of their car in like the dog, days of summer, like the hottest triple digits out in the valley. It gets pretty hot out here in the valley. 100, and they're living in a car that's broken down nevertheless. So these people are in real bad shape. And as a result of that situation, it touched my heart. It touched many Angelinos, and I'm sure other people. So, hey, $5, $10 not going to make you a breakthrough, right?
No, and you feel good when you do it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love that. That's the spirit. Wow, I'm really inspired.
I think every time you learn more. That's why we're in this world, for learning and be a better person.
Yeah, you always grow as a result of everything you stumble or flounder, things that, it's not always on the up and up. Sometimes things go, when you're bust, but you learn a lot. You learn a lot from it, and you become better as a result of that ordeal.
Yeah, I think my goal is be the best version of me.
Be the best. That's pretty good. And so you're always striving for that. You're always, polishing yourself, honing your skills. That's great.
Yeah, I love to provide. I love to help others. I love to give work to people. When I get work, I get so excited to call people. Hey, I had this job for you, and it makes me happy to give work to people. I don't know why, but I love it.
Yeah, you enrich the lives of them, and as a result, you enrich your life. Because it's like the Grinch, You don't want to be the Grinch. You want to be greedy and make everybody's life miserable.
Oh no!
Because misery loves company. All those people that they want to see you down in the dumps and not doing well. It's much better. I get happy if somebody lands a gig. One of my buddies that's working in a movie, be it whatever movie that might be. I get happy for them. There's enough room at the top for people to stop trying to make others feel bad for your own deficiencies or for your own setbacks or hung-ups or whatever. We need to learn to fly together.
100%.
We go to greater heights together. If we fly together, we help one another, which is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Such an inspiration.
And I think with my fashion shows, I create my new magazine, the 2 editions now. So everything what I do in my events, like with the designers, model, photographers, filmmakers, vendors, I put it on my magazine to give it publicity, because I'm so grateful because of them. They're helping me so much that we come and do something amazing and beautiful. So I said, how I can give back to them, so promoting and show to the world what they do.
Yeah, showcase to the world. That's beautiful.
Do you want to be in the magazine?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
You've told me that a million times, and I'm still not on there.
I sent you information. You got it?
No.
Okay, I send it again to you.
Somewhere else will be like, I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm going to be on the magazine. Guys, Layla, I'm super excited to have her on. What are your social media handles? Jesus,
okay, Layla Giancarlini TV, Layla Live TV Show, RLC Talent Agency, and then my magazine, rlctalentmagazine.com, and that's my same website for my agency, rlctalentagency.com.
I want to just thank you real quick. I'm grateful and indebted with you because everything you do is for the betterment of society. You're helping others shine. You're helping other stars shine. A lot of people don't do what you do. If more people did what you did, all of us would probably have a nice little spot, little comfortable spot, little cushy, up in the Hollywood echelons, or create our own Hollywood of sorts, whatever that might look like. But if more people did exactly what you're doing, so I tip my hat off to you, figuratively, as I have something stuck, and I'm very grateful. Any last words before we wrap this up?
No, just people be grateful. Just be grateful, be happy, and if you feel depressed, just your life. And when you think 2 minutes in your life, your life, and you have everything you need,
right?
You're not going to be depressed anymore. Just be happy.
Introspection, guys. Always just look within and see everything you have. You're a lot richer than you know it. We'll go with that. Take it away, guys. That's my show.
Thank you so much.
You're listening to Almost Famous with Jim Francis Meza, only on LA Talk Radio.